Kroger tells Visa, child, you're getting too expensive. We're going to start going with the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Stay tuned for more.
I don't want to get too granular because our audience is a top-thinking people, but you mentioned cross-border. Could you please describe to people why cross-border is so important to Visa?
Well, cross-border transactions, first of all, cross-border shows that people are moving from one country to another, and that means people have confidence when people are traveling outside of their country. That's number one. Number two, we make a bit more money on a cross-border transaction. It's a bit more complicated transaction. So somebody in Chile shops in Sydney today, we have to make sure that we do the right currency conversion and get the money back to where the merchant in Australia has to get paid, the card member in Chile, their bank has to get the transaction. So it's a higher margin transaction for us. So it's both a sign of economic strength and it's a higher yielding transaction for us.
Bom, bom, bom. Another one bites the dust. Bom, bom, bom. Another one bites the dust. What's up, guys? How's it going? And welcome back. Today is Tuesday, March 5th. I hope it's the 5th. I'm not looking at the calendar. 2019. And welcome back. How's it going? I missed you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a long time. In fact, I've never really seen any of you guys. Actually, I've seen a few of you guys. All right. Well, all right, let's get to it. Boy, it's hot out here. Ooh, Lordy. Yeah, sorry, this is just my... Yeah, you can tell I am full of energy today. We got a lot to cover. Well, the reality is, let's make a long story long. Boom, boom. All right. Before I get started, I'm going to be peppering this episode with clips from this interview that the guy from Mad Money gave to the CEO of Visa. I think you probably already saw a little clip before I got started, and that should get you a little primed, and then I'm going to, put the other clips throughout the episode. Hopefully CNBC doesn't say too much about this. Anyways, this week, before I also get started, I'm going to be extremely busy, but we'll talk about that later. Let's just get to the story, okay? And then we'll talk about my schedule. All right, so today, as I was just scouring the news, trying to see what kind of crypto-related news I was going to talk about, I stumbled upon this story. And yeah, I'm gonna put it here real quick, all right, so you guys can check it out. It's on toshitimes.com. I suggest you check it out for more reference. But as you guys can see there, it says it's not all Kroger stores, but 134 stores, okay, are doing this. And what are they doing? Well, literally what I just said, and what it says in the title, or why you're here. They are preferring Bitcoin over Visa. Now, before I get too far down on this path, I told you so. I've been telling you guys so for a very, very long time. Money talks. Things are getting more expensive. System has to remain as quo. What is it? Status quo. So on and so forth. Remember, they're trying to keep you animals at the gates. I'm an animal too. Just but you follow me, okay? So with that being said, right there. By the way, before I even get too far on that, check out the video above right here. Okay, there's a video that I edited. I'm not in it, but I edited it, and it's going to be literally talk more in depth about everything I'm talking about. I'm also going to link it at the bottom of the video, and also if you go straight to my page, you'll be able to see it. And what's that video about? Well, it's about near zero marginal cost. Okay, and near zero, just how about this? Zero marginal cost. Okay, that's the future, but it's more near zero. But let's shorten it even more. Marginal cost. What we're going to be talking about here today is about marginal cost. If you read the article, which I referenced at the beginning of the show, you can clearly see why Kroger is choosing to pick Bitcoin, and more specifically the Bitcoin Lightning Network, over Visa. It's literally over cost. And again, just like you saw at the beginning of the video, you saw the Visa CEO talking about cost and how that's how they make money. It's all about the fees. So that's, again, you know what I mean? That's why I was playing Queen. It has nothing to do with that movie winning an Oscar or what have you. But literally, it's another one bites the dust and another one falls and another. I don't want to get, I don't want to get demonetized or whatever. But seriously, that's, you know, the situation. So this is, you know, what they're doing with 134 stores instead of, you know, rolling it out throughout the whole Kroger network. And if you guys aren't familiar with Kroger, they're just a major food chain. They're a major supermarket chain, okay, in the U.S. So, and they have many stores. I don't know, like 3,000, 8,000, I don't know, a lot of stores, lots. And so they, you know, they're choosing to roll this out in the 134 of their Smith stores, which I don't know what they sell, but you know, it's just a small amount just to roll it out to see how it works. Why would they choose to do that with them? Well, again, it's mainly because it costs. You know, Visa costs more money every single day. They're going to raise, you know, their fees again in April. And so that's why when you go to a small little place, let's say a bodega or a store or what have you, and you want to use your Visa, they charge you 50 cents. They charge you whatever. They're pushing what Visa is charging them per transaction. They're forcing you to pay it. They're not going to pay it.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
You know, the smaller, anyway, so like the point is that it's all about these fees, okay? So when near zero marginal cost, what that whole thing is, you know, what that whole, not theory, but that whole economic reality in which we're all embarking on right now, is that everything, all these middlemen are being cut out in every shape and form. So right now, Visa is being cut out. You feel me? And so just like it's rolling out in these small stores, we're going to see the dominoes fall. We already know that there's other retailers and other stores out there that already accept Bitcoin. We know that, okay? Like I think it was a Newegg.com or whatever, but there's a bunch of them. I don't want to start thinking about these. I don't want to make my brain explode. But you know, this is the first of many. Again, this is all about money on every end. All Visa cares about is making money. All Kroger cares about is making money, okay? And so, as you know, it's nothing personal, it's just business. So that's, you know, this is how Bitcoin is going to start becoming mainstream and become more readily available to use, and so on and so forth. Remember, Bitcoin and crypto are just currencies. They're not things to speculate on. Most people that are speculating on Bitcoin are people that's like speculating on the Canadian dollar or the US dollar, or, you know, and it's like, it's okay. You can definitely speculate on the Mexican peso or whatever. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's, you know, the way I look at when people or anyone, you know, invest in a cryptocurrency. Now, sure, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there is a lot of upside to investing in cryptocurrencies, don't get me wrong. This is not what this episode is about. But when I look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, you know, whatever the hell, Monero, you name it, they're just currencies. These are just tools to help us replace the dollar, to help us replace things like Visa, to help us replace the banks, to help us replace all this bullshit. And that's it. That's really all. It's the way I look at it. If you really want to, what I would invest in are things like EOS and, you know, other projects out there that are building something. That's completely different. It's like investing in a company that's going to help build stuff, you know, which, again, I mentioned EOS a lot more than any other because they're the ones that are out there kicking ass, you know, project after project, all these decentralized projects, all these dApps for us to use. Now, let's not veer off too far off in the conversation. This episode is mainly talking about Kroger, Visa, and them, and Kroger, Bitcoin, and Visa. Kroger electing. Okay, should be major news. Whatever, I don't know. But maybe by the time you listen to this, you'll already heard this story. If not, well, you know, you're welcome for breaking the story here. But again, you know, I gotta give the credit to the Toshi Times, and that's Ivan on Tech. Okay, that's who broke the story. That's where I found the story. I didn't find it anywhere. Well, I'm sure it's out there, but you know, again, this is a major story because now it's like a grocery store chain that's really playing with this. And if you know anything about the economy, you know anything about all the things that are happening, whether it's hyperinflation, you know, whether it's, you know, businesses, you know, closing their doors because they can't keep them open because they can't afford anything anymore, then these are part of the cost-cutting measures. You feel me? And at the same time, if used correctly, you know, it could also help increase more foot traffic in the door, because all of a sudden they're offering this new thing called Bitcoin, and they tell people, hey, listen, if you use Bitcoin, we'll give you a discount or whatever. And it just gets people in the door. Even if it's a 5% discount, people don't, you know, don't care. And again, you know, they're saving money because they're not dealing with Visa. And there's so many other more benefits to that. So, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed today's show. Man, I just realized it might be extra dark in here. Man, whatever, I guess I'll fix it in post. But yeah, anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, guys, listen, I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the news today. I hope you enjoyed all this stuff. In fact, let me play one last clip here.
Absolutely. The reality is that our biggest competitor in the world is Cash Inc. Still $17 trillion is spent by consumers on cash. Businesses are spending $20 trillion on cash. So think about that. We're the largest network in the world, and we just set a record being at $11 trillion. Still, so $17 trillion of cash by consumers, $20 trillion by small businesses and medium-sized businesses. So there's just tremendous upside. And e-commerce and things like Internet of Things are going to help push that.
Jack Dorsey, who's very good, just blew out the Twitter numbers, but he keeps saying, listen, it's going to be Bitcoin, it's going to be crypto, it's going to be crypto. Is crypto a real challenge to Visa's hegemony in this business?
Certainly not in the short to medium term in any way. And I think if we actually think that crypto starts moving from being more of a commodity to actually really being a payment instrument, and I think there has to be some market that it becomes somewhat like a fiat currency in order for us to be comfortable. But if it goes in that direction, we will move in that direction, and we will make sure that we want to be in the middle, Jim, of every payment flow in the world, and regardless of how it happens or what the currency is behind it. So if we have to go there, we will go there. But right now, it's more of a commodity than a payment deal.
All right, now, and you clarified that.
So in that clip, you know, again, the CEO of Visa is not very happy with crypto. And again, you know, Jack Dorsey appears again. Jack Dorsey's our friend, guys. The whole censorship thing, you got to look above that, okay? He is not the one censoring anything. He has no control over that. The government, okay? That's why he's on our side, because he wants it to be free. He doesn't want to be, you know, blocking Alex Jones or blocking Mother Jones, you know? Like, he doesn't want to do any of that. He wants the platform to be free. He's talked about many times that he wants to make it decentralized and so on and so forth, but we can't work against him. We got to work with him. Everything he is doing, he is literally saying and telling us that he is on our side and helping us. And again, here's, you know, CEO of Visa, you know, man, fuck the, you know, forget this guy, forget Bitcoin, forget what. So, all right, and you can plainly see why. Now, this interview was from 6 months ago, but still, I'm sure he's still thinking the same. If not, ask Jamie Dimon, you know, about the JP Morgan coin. And in fact, I'm 100% sure that I already read out there, or the story's already out there, that Visa wants to tokenize and make their own. And again, that would be the only way they can kind of remain relevant, all right? And no, XRP is not going to be used. Chunky Cheese tokens have a better chance, all right? So, what was I saying? Yeah, so, okay, so now that's it. Done, all right? We're done here. Now we're gonna just update me on the week. Now, listen, guys, I'm extremely busy, all right? I'm extremely busy this week. Not only do I have a lot of projects that are due, but literally, I woke up Monday morning and it's like, bruh, you know, my inbox was even full of other stuff. You guys I already told you guys that March was already gonna be banging, and sure enough, it's banging. So, tomorrow, Wednesday morning, I have a bunch of shoots I gotta go do. All right, so there's a lot of Mexico Merida videos coming up because I gotta go do some shoots with some people, a local friend. You're gonna meet her tomorrow, and you know, a work partner that I work with. Her name's Stephanie. She's cool as hell, and we're gonna be filming with her, doing a bunch of stuff with her, and you're gonna be seeing that in the upcoming days and episodes. So you're gonna have a lot more Mexico Merida content. Hell yeah! But with that being said, tomorrow's YouTube episode. The live stream is most likely going to be either very early. Oh yeah, it is going to be early. I forgot because I got something. My afternoon is packed, so it's going to be extra early and extra short. Okay, so I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm not going to let you guys down. We're definitely going to go live on YouTube. No worries, early morning. So I don't know what time, but it might be 9 or 10. Okay, just bear with me. All right, and And that's it. You know, we got a lot of stuff coming up throughout the week. We got a lot of stuff coming up, you know, down the pike. You know, not just this week, next week, and so on and so forth. It's a lot of crypto news. There's a lot of Mexico content to share, and there's a lot of stuff, period, that I got that I wanted to get off my chest. He yelled at me the other day. Anyways, yeah, sorry. I'm not taking any acting classes, all right? I'm just, you know, full-blown retard, you know, half the time, all right?
You in full retard, man.
I'm missing a few chromosomes. I'm like Alex Jones. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks again for being here. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please hit that bell icon. Did I say like? Did I mention subscribe? I think bell icon, I don't know. I'm loopy sometimes. Anyways, do all those things. Don't do them twice because then you're not gonna unsubscribe and shit like that. Just do it once and then go to your other account and do it again and do it again. Help support your boy, man. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment, all right? I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to all my patrons. Thank you to all my supporters out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. You guys are the best. And last but not least, stay awesome. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if you guys can hear, but Bertha's home with the groceries. Oh wait, she's that way.